Right.
You want to get right into it?
Sure. Let's do it.
So
Hey,
Thursday,
can we talk about what we did last week?
can we? Yours truly, we hit a 5-game parlay. The first time that we managed to string 5 games together in one bet,
Yep.
and we won. We won. We are flush. We're flush. We're way positive for the year, so we're feeling good about ourselves, right?
Yeah, feeling pretty good about our picks this week. And I
So
think
much so that we did parlays again, which is kind of stupid, but
yeah, this is what stupid people do, and this is what we're doing. So
playing house money here, so we feel
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but hey, 5-game parlay is nothing to sneeze at. So
Hey, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's hard enough. I mean, with the spreads to get that going on. So yeah, we're really thrilled. Made for an exciting Sunday. So.
yeah, yeah, yes, I did. And we just want to let you guys know that we do actually gamble on these games, but that's
I
why
don't.
we pick them. We pick them, and well, if
I
you
do.
live in the correct state, yeah, that's
Yeah, I do not. I live in Texas,
mm-hmm.
so I do not gamble on these games. I offer guidance and maybe cover your losses or whatever. I try to help out,
Yeah.
but no, I do not personally gamble on these games. That
We
would
had
be
a we had a good. Let's just say we had a good week last week. Let's
yeah,
just say
illegal. Yeah.
that.
So yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
And
let's.
if they ever pay us, we tell you what app, which we believe to be the superior app. Talking to several friends who do gamble,
Mm-hmm.
what apps do you use? How do you find them? We find that we're very happy with what we do, but they don't get a damn mention until we get a damn dime, right?
You're right. Until they at least give us some betting credit, right? So yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah. All
let's
right.
get
So
into
we
it.
got Thursday.
Let's get into Thursday.
All right.
Baltimore at Tampa Bay. This is an interesting game. Baltimore is +1 at Tampa Bay. Um, Tampa Bay's on they're reeling right now. So I truly believe that they're just not that good of a team. So you have to subscribe to one or the other. Like they're going to bounce back, or they're just reeling and they're not that good of a team. And Tom Brady should hang it up after this year. And I'm on. He should hang it up after this year because I think Baltimore is going to come out on top. +1. I'll take the Ravens.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, look, as maybe should have retired prior to this year,
Sure.
save some aggravation in his personal life, whatever. But past 2 games have not only been losses for the Buccaneers, they've been humiliating losses.
Yeah.
They lost
Pittsburgh,
to
Carolina.
Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
They lost to Pittsburgh. There's no excuse for that. But to Carolina, I get it's a division opponent, but still, no. You're
PJ
talking
Tucker.
about
PJ Tucker.
yeah, right,
Or
right. The next
what was it? PJ Walker. Sorry. I said
yeah,
Tucker.
doesn't matter. You're talking about a team who's deliberately tanking, who already sold off one of their best pieces, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to do so. They're trying to tank, and you go and play them, and you lose. I mean, you got humiliated. I get it. Mike Evans dropped a sure touchdown pass, but that still wasn't enough. They beat you, what, 21-3, something like that. I mean, that still wasn't enough. I mean, you got humiliated.
Yeah, I agree. And the people that want to cover Brady's ass for that, well, he threw that perfect pass to Mike Evans wide open and he dropped it. I'm like, that's like the beginning of the game, man. Stop. Just stop.
Oh, unlike you, so we talked about both Brady and Rogers. Are they falling off? Whatever. I don't think they've fallen over the cliff that we saw with several quarterbacks, right? Older quarterbacks. So Roethlisberger, Breeze, Manning, we saw the cliff, right? It
Yeah.
was embarrassing actually to see them out there still throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that Brady or Rodgers is at that point. So for me, I want to believe that Tampa is going to come back and yeah, they're going to win.
No.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
They're going to win.
So I agree with you. They're not falling off the cliff like that, but they're shimmying down, like where you're scared to jump off of it.
It's slow shimmy, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So where
Here's
you're
the
like
problem,
holding
though.
onto a branch and yeah. So
Baltimore's defense is not that good.
no.
It's not that good. They've given up big leads in the fourth quarter several times. I think this is the bounce back game for Tampa, but I'm going to take Tampa in this game.
So you're taking Tampa. Okay.
Taking Tampa.
So let's go to the London game. We're going Broncos at Jags. Jags are -2.5. It's damn near a home game for the Jags because they always play in London.
They spend a lot of time in London, man.
They do.
Half their team has British accents.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Yeah. So I think the Jags are gonna so it's 2.5 points. Jags are giving the Broncos, even though Russell Wilson's been, exercising on the plane over there and disturbing people's sleep and that kind of thing. I still think the Jags are gonna come through on this pretty easily.
Yeah. I think what happened was on that plane ride, what had happened was Russell Wilson ran out of ways to be annoying. His commercials weren't enough. So he thought, what I'm going to do is while my teammates are sleeping on the plane, I'm going to do high knee lifts down the aisle, up and down the aisle of this plane for 4 freaking hours, according to him.
Yeah,
4 hours. Because that is how I'm going to be annoying now. Okay, look, whether he's back or not, I don't think it matters. It is virtually a home game for the Jags. I mean, they play in London every single year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, I mean, probably half that country, if they're watching NFL, they're covered in teal.
Yeah.
Wilson hadn't made a difference here at home. I don't see him making a difference away. I agree with you. I think I will give the points, and I'll take the Jags.
Yeah, I think we really like this pick. Although it's
we like this pick. Part of our parlay this week, so it better work out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Otherwise, we're already out by
by 1 o'clock when I have my coffee. Yeah,
12:30. Jesus.
Yeah,
12:30 Eastern time. We're already done. Come on.
Yeah. So then we got the Dolphins at Detroit. This is another game I think we both kind of agree on. Will be a part of our parlay. Dolphins are -3.5 at Detroit.
And this line went up a little bit, right? I mean,
yeah, it started at 3, it went to 3.5 really quickly when we were talking about it yesterday. So
yeah,
I don't know what this line's going to end up at, but 3.5, and we just think in a dome with that speed, with that talent at wide receiver, I think Tua's going to find them and they're going to score some points. Maybe not 16.
right.
Hopefully more than 16. But it's an inside joke. But yeah.
Yeah. Look, we
got
both,
Miami. I got Miami.
Yeah, we both agree on this game. It's Miami. Obviously, Vegas heard us talking about it. That's why the line went up by a half point as we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, we set
Tua, I don't want to see. I don't want to say we're both on team Tua at this point. But look, as you watch this guy, he is accurate. I mean, he's damn accurate. He
Yeah.
throws a great ball. I don't know necessarily deep, but man, within 20 to 30 yards, he throws a great ball. And the speed on his team, his wide receivers, I'm sorry, there's no way that the Broncos can keep up with that, or Broncos. They can't keep
The
up with that.
Broncos couldn't either, but yeah, okay.
No, there's no way they could. No.
I
No.
agree. Yeah, I think they're just a better team, and defensively, we talked about this. They're not looking as sharp, but I think they'll pull this one out.
That's the one thing that you and I both agree that the Dolphins fell off a little bit defensively, especially from last year when Flores was their coach.
Yeah,
But they're still a good defense. They're just not a great defense right now.
yeah, sure, yeah,
But we got the Dolphins, right?
yep. Both got the Dolphins. So we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Eagles. So this is a Pennsylvania battle. Pittsburgh's getting 11 at Philly. I think we both agree on this one, where 11 points is just too much, and that's all it is. It's not. We think Pittsburgh can beat Philly, but Steeler fans travel well. I think it'll be not an interesting game, but I think Philly will probably win, but by what, 7 or maybe 10. But I think Steelers will cover the 11.
Yeah, I don't know if they win by that much. I mean, look, Philly hasn't had great competition this year, and it's not like Steelers are great competition. I'm not saying that,
Right.
but I am saying the Steelers have lost 2 games in a row, and Mike Tomlin is a hell of a coach, and it's not like this is an away game so much for them. Although, obviously, the Eagles are not going to give up a lot of seats to Steelers fans because they sell out their stuff. But
Right.
having said all that, 11 points is too damn much. It's disrespectful. Steelers are not a great team. They might not even be a good team. But if you count them out, it's at your peril. And I'm not counting them out. That's too many points. I'm taking the Steelers as well.
Yeah.
And again, I think we have this in one of our parlays.
This is in one of our parlays, so take that for what you will. But we are 1-0 in our parlays. So,
Are a couple dudes a little full of themselves right now? Yes.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. 5-team parlay, baby. Come on.
Yeah. But
So,
you know what? It's because we're flush with cash, and I already bought a freaking new Mercedes AMG. I'm just like flashing it all around town. Yeah, we only won like $300, but I figure it's gonna, keep going. It's gonna keep rolling.
yeah, I think we have a chance. So this line moved a little bit from when we talked yesterday. New England at the Jets. New England is -2.5 at the Jets. I believe that moved. I thought it was 1.5. So they're -1 or 2.5 at the Jets, and they officially named Mac Jones their starter, which is weird to me, but okay, because they might
we're
after one missed throw. I don't know.
Yeah. There's
So,
even there's a lot of stories where whether that throw, that interception, actually hit the guide wire for the camera.
is proven bullshit. So, yeah, a lot of New England fans thought that, but no, that did not happen.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, they had to say whatever they could to try and push back this quarterback controversy they had, right?
Yeah, you're right. So, all right. So who you got?
Look, I thought, and I've never seen this really. I've seen some losses by New England. I always relish every single one of them, but I've never seen humiliation like this on their own turf. A, a game they were heavily favored.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a loss like this. I think for me, Belichick comes back, and by God, you better not lose this game if you're a Patriots player, because there will be hell to pay.
Yeah,
I think
I
the
agree.
Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots.
You got the Patriots. You're laying the 2.5. I'm doing the same thing. I think Patriots will come back and win this one. I told you that Chicago would cover the 8.5. I think what it was, and because I'm not impressed with them, I just think it's going to be a low scoring kind of dogfight type game, and Patriots win by 3. That's my thoughts.
I think we both know that Belichick has a special place in his heart for the Jets in particular,
True.
given his history with them. And I think we both know that the MILF fucker is not your guy. He's not your guy.
Yeah.
He's shown
he hasn't proven anything. He can't even throw for a touchdown. So he's like Tom Brady at this point. Anyway, the Panthers at the Falcons. Panthers are getting 4.5 at the Falcons. This is another one that would jump up on our radar as we think could possibly get into our parlay. I think we both got the Falcons correct,
Right.
just because we think they can score, and who the hell knows what's going on with Carolina. I mean,
Well, no, we know what's going on with Carolina. They're trying to tank. And
Yeah.
then certain teams like the Buccaneers or whatever are getting in the way.
you just picked the Buccaneers.
I mean, they're getting in the way of their tanking.
Yeah,
God,
they're messing
let
with their
these
tanking.
people tank.
Yeah,
They're trying to get high draft picks. Let them do it. No,
Yeah.
I've got the Falcons all day long on this. I mean, I can't believe the Buccaneers lost. Oh my God. Can't believe they lost to them.
Well, and I think our consensus was the Falcons can actually see a scenario where they can win the division. So,
Well, we're hoping for that, right? You and I
Yeah.
personally.
well,
Personally.
yeah, obviously.
Little anti-Brady bias going on. So
Well,
yeah, we
sure,
hope-
sure. But that I mean, I don't care about Brady this week. I'm just saying, at this matchup, I really want the Falcons to do well.
Yeah, so a division game, so it is going to be tough. But however, look, seriously, the Panthers are trying to tank. They have a fire sale going on. They gave away one of their best pieces. They're actively shopping the rest of their pieces. These people are trying to tank. Don't get in their way
No,
and go take care of business, man.
Yeah.
I think the Falcons do.
I think they will. Yeah, and I think 4.5. Okay, I'll eat it. So we both have the Falcons. We got the Raiders at the Saints. Raiders are minus 1.5, so it's kind of a pick 'em at the Saints. We see opposite on this. I think I have the Raiders because I think they're just a better team than the Saints, and they can score, and they've underachieved this year. And I got the Raiders. Enough said.
Yeah, I think so. Last week, Dalton threw 2 pick sixes. I don't think that happens again.
They scored a lot
Saints are-
last week, even with the pick sixes and all that kind
They
of stuff.
did, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Look, Saints aren't crap, and I think McDaniel's offense in Las Vegas, they need help, man. It's not good. It's not good. There's no reason for it not to be. They have very good players. Carr and hell, Devontae Adams alone should get you touchdowns, and they can't do it for whatever reason.
Mhm.
No, you're right. We do disagree. I'm taking the Saints.
Then we got the Bears at Dallas. Bears are getting 9.5. Okay. Here's a opportunity for you to pull a redemption card. When I told you Bears got 8.5 against New England last week,
Mhm.
I'm taking the Bears 9.5 at Dallas. I think it's going to be low scoring. Bears will cover. They're not going to win. They'll cover. I got Bears.
Yeah, so I disagree.
Here's your chance.
I disagree again. I'm not.
I love my chances then.
I'm gonna lay the points, man. Cowboys, I think they were, they
Can
beat
they
the
score 10
Lions.
points? Shit.
Huh?
Can they
They
score
beat the
10 points?
Lions last week, and it took them a while to get going. I don't think it's going to take them that
Lions are the
while.
worst defense in the league, by the way. But okay. Yeah, keep going.
It's not going to take them a while to get going. The Cowboys are going to cover here. They're the better team. They're the far better team.
I know they're the better team. I'm just saying 9.5, too many points.
It's a
No.
lot of points. It's a lot of points.
Well, I'll win that one. That's fine. So then we got the Arizona Cardinals 3.5. They're getting 3.5 at Minnesota. I'm going to take the Vikes. They're coming off a bye, and I'll lay the points. I'll lay 3.5. That's fine. I just think they're a better team. Arizona got lucky last week to me, and
Yeah.
I just think Minnesota's a better team. So
Yeah, I think Minnesota's a better team. I don't like their defense. I
yeah,
like Kirk Cousins at a 1 p.m. start. I
this
like
would
him
be
a
a
lot.
1 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. However, I'm not sure if there's a Fortnite tournament this weekend or not. I'm not sure. However, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think they found something. I think they found something. I'll take the points and I'll take the Cardinals.
What, DeAndre Hopkins? That's what they found.
Dude, he is back, and look, that's not nothing.
I understand that it's not nothing, but
That's not nothing.
I think Grand Theft Auto 10 just came out. So
I'm pretty sure I think it's Fortnite. I'm not sure.
oh, is it Fortnite? Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So we disagree on that one. Titans at Houston Texans. Titans are -2 at Houston. Division game, obviously, very weird, tough teams. I got Titans. I think they're just better. And 2, I think they'll win by a field goal. So I got Titans.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. The Titans are a better team. However, I'm going to take the Texans here. I think the Texans are not a horrible football team. I think they're a tough team you really don't want to play, and if they can get their crap together, and they can against their division, maybe they struggle outside of it, but I don't think they do inside their division. I'm going to take the Texans here. Take
Texans. We got the Commanders at the Colts. Commanders are getting the standard 3. That's another game we're going to disagree on.
Yeah.
Colts obviously switching to a new quarterback, which they should, and I'm fine with. I'm not crying at all at night.
I'm not crying about it, but is it the right decision? Who knows?
Yeah. I think this is just trying to save his job.
Definitely.
So
I think this decision came from on high. It was not Frank Reich's decision. I think this decision came from not even Ballard, not even the GM. I think it came from Irsay. I think it came from ownership. Like, no.
It stinks of desperation. And
big time. Frank almost cried in the press conference announcing this change. I mean, I get it. Look, they lured Matt Ryan to be their quarterback, and but cry me a river, man. It hasn't worked out. He's still a professional athlete. It's not working out, so we're going to go a different direction.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. I think that's why big decision makers okay, sometimes it doesn't work. I get it. So get out. Because sometimes you do mess up. It's fine. But recognize when you do and don't try to hold on to it because of your ego. And I think Colts do a good job of that because we always mess up. But I'm taking the Commanders because I do. I've never seen Ellinger play.
We don't know.
That's why you got a UT. and I'm going Commanders just because I think Heineke can score enough. I don't know. They just beat the
Yeah,
Packers, so
I get it. I have seen Ellinger play. Uh, Living in Austin, I saw him play at UT. Herman was the coach at the time. Herman was a horrible coach, so the offense didn't do real well. Ellinger he had periods where he did really well, but it never screamed to me, "Oh, this guy's going to make it in the pros."
mhm.
So I have reservations there. I hope he does. I mean, I hope he does. However, having said all that, um, Commanders suck. Uh, they have a bad offensive philosophy. They don't run enough. I don't know how much that was predicated upon them thinking Wentz was going to be their savior and they threw too much. And maybe with Heineke, they run more. I don't know. But to me, the difference this week is going to be the Colts defense. And the Colts defense is just much better. So that's why I say the Colts are going to win. Ellinger is probably going to have a very uneven performance. Here we are, whatever, but I think they cover the 3.
Okay. We got Giants at Seattle. Giants are getting 3 at Seattle.
This is a interesting one, right? Because who the hell are the Giants, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Their defense looks suspect a lot, and
Their
their
secondary
offense
is
looks
very,
suspect a
very.
lot. It's very weird. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. I'm gonna go Giants, even though it's at Seattle, but they're getting 3. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. That's the only reason.
Yeah. So having watched them, I think their defense is horrible on the secondary. Giants. Their defensive secondary is horrible. They play a very loose zone. If you do crossing patterns, you're going to beat them all day long. Offensively, Danny Dimes doesn't look too bad, man. I mean, I think he throws a pretty accurate ball, but I think his receivers have a hard time catching it for
Yeah,
whatever
no
reason.
doubt.
But he can run. He can run
His RPO game is really, really good.
really good. However, on this one, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I look. I don't know what's going on with Geno Smith. I'm happy for him. So happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride that. You're going to ride the hot hand with the Giants. I'm going to ride the hot hand with Geno Smith. I think they win
Yeah, fair enough.
and cover.
Okay. So San Francisco at the Rams. San Francisco is -1.5 at the Rams. This is another one that we've earmarked for our possible parlay.
Right.
And I love the Rams, or the Rams. I love the Niners in this game.
Wait, did we just change our bet? I'm sorry.
No, that's making me cough because I'm like, oh my gosh. No, I love the Niners in this game. You got McCaffrey. He looked great last week against the Chiefs. It
The
just
very few times he touched the ball, right?
yeah, but it just he's got another week under his belt, and I don't see where LA does not have the offense the Chiefs do, and I think San Francisco is going to take off with this new kind of look because they drove it against the Chiefs the whole game as well.
They really did.
And Rams don't have the offense that the Chiefs do, just put so much pressure, and I think we both think that San Francisco's got this. This is like one of our locks of the week.
Yeah, I think the whole thing last week with the Niners and the Chiefs is Chiefs put a lot of pressure on you to score, right? And they're not that kind of team. But if you watch the game, the Niners were driving it down the field. Jimmy G didn't look horrible. They were driving it down the field with no problem. As you said, McCaffrey is going to have another week under his belt. They're going to be more comfortable. He looked really, really good last week against the Chiefs. He's going to look even better against the Rams. The Rams are not good.
No,
They're not good. Them winning the Super Bowl, I've said this I don't know how many times on this show, that they were lucky. They didn't play the AFC's best.
no.
They never win that Super Bowl if they play the AFC's best, not even a chance. And even the third or fourth best team in the AFC last year would have beat them at the end of that game. They're not good.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is overrated. Sorry. I'm sorry. He is. No, I got the Niners. I got the Niners.
All right, let's get through these last couple games relatively quickly. We got the Packers at the Bills. Packers are getting 11.5 at the Bills. I think we're on similar minds on this. I am not impressed with the Packers. Bills could run people out of the gym, and I think that's what's going to happen. I will give 11.5 against Aaron freaking Rodgers and say the Bills are that much better.
I agree with you. We talked about it. It's like I think there's going to be a little hesitancy, at least on Josh Allen's part. Like this has got to be one of your heroes, on the other side. But we're going to get into business, and the Bills are that much better. They are that much better. Yeah, I think it's a blowout. Honestly, I'm
thinking 21 points, to be honest, but
it's going to be a nothing game.
Yeah. Then we got Monday Night Football, last game of the weekend. Bengals at Browns. Bengals are -3 at Browns. We kind of differ on this, I think. And I got the Bengals because they looked great last week, and I just expect it to kind of grow. And I'm not impressed with Cleveland's defense, and I think I got the Bengals. I'll lay the points. Who dey?
You said who dey? Okay. Yeah, I disagree completely. I think the Browns are going to recover from no reason they should have been embarrassed, but I think they were losing to the Ravens last week. I think they come back, and I think they beat the Bengals. The Bengals are not that good. I mean, they're just not that good. Burrow had a great first half last week. He's not going to repeat that. Browns defense, you're right. They're not playing up to what they should be, but they will. And I don't think the Bengals can contend with what Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb bring at you. Mm-hmm. I think Jacoby Brissett is going to get back within himself and not have turnovers. And I think they cover. I don't know if they win, but they cover. Yeah.
They cover 3. Okay. Well, okay. I think we're.
So I'm going with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns.
Okay. I think we're done here.
Wow. I think we're done here.
Oh, there we go. Waiting for confirmation.
There she is. Yeah.